Can you hear me now? Are we alive? Maybe. Yes, no. No. I'll take that as a no. Nobody's responding. Okay, cool, cool. Wait, you can hear me? Oh, hallelujah. Okay. I swear. Sometimes it likes me and sometimes it's just evil. Okay, of course it's getting dark. I guess alright. My Serato from before is still alive. Well, see, here's the reason. Here's the thing. I grew literally 3 Stegos this week. 3 of them. And you want to know how many fights I got in? 2. One of them was a pair of Land Herreras, and one of them was a baby Carno. That was it. That's the only things that came at me in 3 Stego growths. So yes, Stego is the big boring, and I don't have any footage to make a video out of. So, here we are. The stream will probably last for about 2 hours. Then I'll have lunch and do other stuff that I gotta get done today. But hey, here we are. I don't know where I am. I can't remember where I logged off at. They're scared of the bleed. They're scared of who knows what else. I don't know. They just... I was solo, like, my entire life. On purpose. And I was out in the open pretty well from the time I was an infant. I don't hide in bushes. I am always on the move. And, quite unfortunately, nobody wanted to face me. Like, at all. Nobody wanted to fight me. So, I'll be on about 2 hours. I don't usually stream for crazy long, just because, you know, life. But, it'll be about a 2-hour stream. Just for the fun of it. We might as well. Where's the land sword? Okay, so here's the deal. I just can't motivate myself to play Path of Titans right now. I've tried. Hello, Potato Wad. See, I would rather have gotten mauled by Prime Rexes. At least that's something. They wouldn't come at me. They wouldn't touch me. Why is everything so ugly? What is this? Like, that doesn't even look like a tree. Give me a second. I need to check my settings because I feel like something got screwed up. This is ugly. No, everything is okay. Whatever, I guess everything's just gonna be ugly. The trees are gonna look like rocks. Yeah, I tried. I tried so hard to find Rexes. The only Rex that appeared was Tyler trying to jump scare me. And I got so excited that I almost killed him. Just out of, yay, look! Something attacked me! That's quite sad. I'm from the US. I wish somebody could have attacked me. We'll see what happens. I may just throw my Stego off a cliff. I'm literally that bored after throwing 3 of them. Like, what is this? Mine's a built PC. My husband built it. I've got a 5070 Ti, 9 processor, and 64 gigabytes of RAM. So it's a little bit chunky. I don't know where I've traveled on this Serato yet. Shoot. See, I've played Path of Titans a few times. I just... I don't know. I just struggle with it. It's not as entertaining for me. And, in general, I find when I do post Path of Titans videos, the Path of Titans community is very, very mean to me. They don't like me, I guess, because I don't know the game as well as the Isle or something. And so they tend to be very aggressive and rude in my comment section, and so I don't like making content for them when they're going to be mean. No, you can't steal my husband. I like him. I happen to like having him around. This should double as a how to prime stream. Where am I? This rock does not feel as familiar as it should. I know where I am, but like it feels weird in the fog. They just... See, the thing with the Path of Titans community is a lot of them are so, what's the word? They're so passionate about the game itself that if you don't play the way they want you to be playing, if you don't know the best attacks on all of the things, if you don't move the way that they want you to move, they just tend to be a little bit rude in their criticism. Yeah, you need my mic louder. Is that better? In total, I think I spent about like 2,500 on my PC. But anyway, like, I have nothing against the polite people in the Path of Titans community. I just find that a lot of them can be really aggressively rude if you don't play the way they expect you to play. Oh good, okay. I never know where to set my settings for live streams. I don't stream very often. Well, and they're not even rude to me because I mostly make Isle content. It's just because I don't play the way that they expect me to play. I play like an Isle player, you know? There's a difference in the way that Isle players play and the way that Path of Titans players play. And so that's... they're not used to watching the way that an Isle player plays in comparison. And when I do play Path of Titans, I don't play smart because I'm not losing much. You know, you don't... your death is not permanent. And so I tend to play very, very chaotically and very, very aggressively. I like fling myself off cliffs and stuff because I know the fall damage is not going to kill me. Where in the Isle it's like one tiny little cliff and I know I'm going to die. And so, yeah, they don't have as much to lose, so they play very, very differently. But also they act like they have a ton to lose. Like, I played on Path official servers, and you kill one player, and they come back with their entire gigantic mix pack group to come and kill you. Just because, you know, you took away 5% of their growth. And so, it's really frustrating. Or, you know, they just... if they don't want to fight you, they just lay down and die because they're not losing anything. They're like, whatever, it's fine, I just won't fight back, just kill me. And so it takes away a lot of the fun that would be there if they felt like they were actually fighting for something. But, you know, it can be fun. There are some servers that I've played on where Path of Titans was enjoyable. Unfortunately, the server that I did like to play on closed down and then reopened, and upon its reopening they've added so many rules that it's just, I cannot be bothered to read the thesaurus that's required to play on the server. So, you know. Oh, I'll get back to Path of Titans. I usually make like one Path of Titans video a year. Just because it's just not as enjoyable for me to play. I find it a lot less fun. And that, and I just like the risk in the aisle. I like the fact that, you know, if I die, that's dead. There's no coming back and having fun. You've got to start over from the beginning as a little baby again. I like the high risk. Sastry Island. Isn't that Pesky's or server? What do I hope comes with the Pteranodon Grounded Kit rework? I don't know. I don't really play Pteranodon, to be honest. I get a little bit motion sick just because of the way that Pteranodon moves, and so I don't really play it very often. I'm not very good at it. Yeah, it was supposed to be Stego. I was gonna do a Stego video. I'll probably still try to do some kind of Stego video. But most likely, next will be Dilo. Things I'm excited for in the roster. Any other mid-tier carnivores that are not pounce-based. I don't care what they are. I don't care the species. I just want more things that are brawlers. I like a brawl play style. There's a reason I play Bites Raptor. There's a reason that I enjoy Serato so much. What was that? Oh, okay. Hello, Nathan. I mean, I have my game server. I have a Discord server, but I don't usually hop on and just play with people in general. Usually, if you find me, you'll find me randomly around the map. And sometimes I'll be on my alt account and you won't know it's me. I do enjoy Bites Aloe. I find that Aloe's bleed is so dramatic right now that I don't enjoy playing it as much. It's not agile enough for me. I like agile. I like agility. And so, yeah, I like Serato, and I like Raptor, and I like Trudon. Dilo makes me sad. I just want Dilo to be agile. I feel like he is so pathetic. He just doesn't live. What mutations do I have? I have lots of mutations. This thing is twice entombed. In fact, did I get my... Okay, yeah, this guy's twice entombed. I have so many mutations. I don't even know what mutations. The Discord server is just discord.gg/metasden. You can join it that way. Super easy. See, I would say the clones are fun when they work, but here's the deal. I like dealing the damage myself. It can be fun when I'm fighting something really big that I have to keep going in and reapplying the clones. But I don't like to just stand back and let AI do the work. I'm not a fan of AI in general. Yeah, and I don't know why Dilo's footsteps are so freaking loud. I will never understand why Dilo stomps like he's, 3,000 kilograms. Maybe someday they will rework Dilo. I really hope that they rework Dilo, to be honest. I don't need it to be OP. I don't want it to be OP. I want it to be a glass cannon. I want it to be a little more agile. I would love for the clones to be scary but not deal damage, but look like they're dealing damage. I just want Dilo to be fun. Please just make Dilo fun. If I could add any dinosaur to the file roster, Meep. That is one dinosaur that somebody put into Path with a mod that I think is really cool and really fun. And I would love another spooky demon. I love spooky demon playables. I like being scary. I like jump scaring people. Not as much as Tyler likes jump scaring people. But I like jump scaring people. I like people fearing me. It's fun. See, here's the with my Dilo clone idea. It would make it so you can't tell how injured you are. Your blood screen goes up. Your status doesn't tell you if you're wounded. It doesn't tell you your bite force anymore. And ideally the clones act more like players. They don't just run in and disappear. They run in, they bite you, you make a pain noise, your blood screen goes up. But you don't actually take damage for realsies. But you can't tell that you're not taking damage. It looks like you're taking damage. It looks like you're going to die. But you're not. That's what I want to see. Oh, what should we take? What should we take? That one can make you crash. I probably don't want to do later today. If I go swimming, I really don't want to crash. I mean, hydrodynamic is fun. Let's do hydrodynamic. Alberta would be super fun. Also, thank you, Gizmosaurus. That's awesome of you. Hello, Mudkip. Multi-chambered lungs is a good one too. I've just got so many mutations at this point. It's fine. Megalania might be fun. I don't enjoy it in Path of Titans. But then again, in Path of Titans, the hitboxes are so weird that like a Megalania runs under your feet and you can't bite it. So there's that. Yep, we're here. We're doing stuff. I'm hungry. I'm not surprised I'm hungry. There's only 58 people online. Yeah, I believe Anki's gonna be interesting when they add it. I haven't bothered to entomb a Rex, and I probably never will. It takes so dang long to grow, and I just don't enjoy playing it. Personally, I find Rex incredibly boring. I just do. I don't love being big and fat and slow and relying on stealth and pins to kill things. I would much rather, you know, sneak around quickly and kill stuff aggressively and violently. Oh, thanks, Jess. You have Dino PTS. I'm sorry, okay? You came to my pond and I had to do the bit. I could not, I couldn't just accept your entrance into my territory. I was being a very territorial Dino that day. Honestly, that was the most fun I've had on Dino in a long time, was in that puddle. Nothing interesting yet. Kamara will be boring, I think. It's just not my playstyle. It's why I find Stego so boring. I don't like being so strong that things look at you and just walk by. and being so slow that it's like I can't choose if I want to fight. Sometimes I enjoy Galley. Sometimes Baby is fun. It's just, you know, it just kind of depends. I like being big enough to be able to fight, but small enough that every fight is a risk. Serato is always a good, solid playable as a first choice. Honestly, if you want to learn the map, I would play something like Tenno or Galley as a new player. You can travel fairly quickly, you don't have to worry about starving to death. And so it's a pretty solid, those ones are pretty solid for learning. If you want to be super strong and OP, play Stego or Trike or Rex, but Rex is really hard to grow, and personally I find it incredibly boring. So, you know. You did, I'm live. For a wee bit. Tenno is lovely. Tenno is one of my favorites. Yes. Galley is known for the attempt to become an eagle. He just forgets that he doesn't have wings when he goes flying. Oh, sorry to hear about your dog, Nathan. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's why I always go back to it. Like, honestly, after playing Stego, I want so desperately to play Raptor again. I just want to be fast, and I want to be a menace. But I'm gonna play Dilo, and I'm going to probably hate myself for it, because it's not agile, and I just... I tried to play solo Dilo during Horde test, that was a mistake. I gave up so quickly. But this time I think I'm gonna have people. My favorite herbivore is Tenno. I will always go back to Tenno no matter what. It just feels so good. I love its attacks, I love the way it moves, I love that it looks like a silly little rat when it's a baby, and the way that it runs, it's just beautiful. Tenno is lovely. Packy's okay. I don't mind playing Packy. It's better now. It used to be really unfortunate. I used to play a lot of Packy back in Update 6. I could 1v1 Carnos. I could 2v1 Carnos sometimes, depending on how bad the Carnos were back in Update 6. But then, you know, the stuns on Packy got broken. And it turned into the most pathetic thing in the game for a while. Hydro Tenno is fun. I haven't played a lot of Hydro Tenno, but, you know. Yeah, Raptor is so solid. It just is. Aside from the pounce bugs, like, Raptor is just a very fun playable. It's really good. You can be in groups, quite large groups. If you like brawling, you can brawl on it. If you like pouncing, you can pounce on it. It's just, Raptor's just really solid. Stego is just not my playstyle. I grew 3 of them. None of them had any action. I was bored. Rex or Aloe without any AI? I did that on Horde test. All of my Horde test Rexes, except... yeah, all of my Horde test Rexes were grown on the no AI server. So they were all no AI Rexes. See, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go and humble some Rexes with crazy bleed. But not a single Rex would come anywhere near me. They all avoided me, like, dramatically, and I wasn't even being aggressive, I was just walking. I hear Rex is over there. I do not want to deal with a Rex right now. See, now that I'm on Serato, I'm gonna run into every Rex, and they're all going to try and kill me. Gross. Oh no, you lost your 16 mutation raptor to a Tenno. Oh, tragic. But also good on the Tenno for the battle. You can fight a sub-Rex-ish with a Serato. I wouldn't recommend going after a full prime adult Rex as a Serato. But, you can beat them if you know what you're doing and you avoid their crush attack like the plague. If they hit you with a single crush, you're doomed. Basically, if you get hit, you're dead. So it's very, very, very high risk. Hello. Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna be hunting Rexes as Serato, you need a pack. You need a full pack of 5. And Bile. Definitely Bile. You don't want to be trying to fight a Rex as a solo Serato. Yeah, don't stream snipe. If you stream snipe, I will drop you from the sky personally. Oh, I see it. Do you see what I see? No, thank you. No, thank you. By the way, my traveling right now, I'm literally just doing my rounds for Prime. I am passing through all of the areas that I always pass through. Because that's how easy it is to get Prime if you just never stop moving. Yeah, I need food. Unfortunately, no, Castaway Island is not a thing. There's no good places to drop someone and leave them there anymore. Ooh, there's rot down on the beach. Go touch it to make sure it's real. I'm not gonna go touch that. It's a mirage. It's definitely a mirage. We're not gonna go touch that. Yeah, we'll just go and see what this is. I think that there's a couple areas that you can hang out in that give you Prime just because. Where did my rot go? Somebody ate my rot. How dare they? I needed that. How do you get Prime? It's pretty easy if you know the map. Basically, don't stop moving. Travel through all the places. Just 'cause. Go everywhere. And eat good food. That's about it. It's really all you have to do. If you feed yourself appropriately and you travel through everywhere, you will absolutely be able to get Prime. If you go sit in a bush for 20% of your growth, though, I suspect that cancels your Prime, so don't do that. Keep moving. I need food. No action yet. There's only 60 people online, so I don't expect a crap ton of action. Beach can be dangerous. I don't know, I pass through here all the time and I have yet to be attacked on the beach. I was playing Packy on this beach and I saw a great big Serato in front of me. And you want to know what bro did? He just started running away. I wasn't even being aggressive, I was just walking and he saw me and he just ran at full speed away from me. And I picked up a coconut and he just kept running. Is Coffee Cat actually me in disguise? I don't know, is Coffee Cat me in disguise? Guess we'll find out. Yeah, turtles exist. I don't see any right now. They don't like me. I think the game just wants me to starve, to be honest. It would happen. This would be the time that I starve to death. Packies are little bullies. I was just existing. I wasn't doing anything. I was just looking for food and enjoying my coconuts. And bro saw me running in general and was like, oh no! And he just ran away. It was kind of funny. Snagged an aloe as a dino on this beach. I believe it. I don't swim across this. Yeah, I'm a little skinny right now. I wanted to get that deer, but there were those Rexes over there, so I did not go for the deer. Oh, don't worry. People also ask if you of Dove is me. Right now I'm just running solo. That way we don't get, you know, a bunch of people converging on my location trying to join the group, because that does happen. People will just show up. I've never hated Seratos. I'll be honest. I will be completely honest. I have never hated Seratos. It's always been one of my very favorite playables. I've never understood the Serato hate. A lot of people despise them. A lot of people complain about them. I have never been one of those people. Where's Fudgy? Fudgy's probably at work. I believe Fudgy's working today. Most of the time when I'm playing with my friends, it's like late at night when all of us are off work and doing stuff, because we're old people. I'd say we have jobs, but this is my job, so here we are. Man, see, I could use 4 aloes, 2 trikes, a juvie carno, and a juvie stego. Right now. I'm a little hungry. I probably wouldn't want the 4 aloes personally. But, you know, everything else. Yeah, see, Carno was one that I didn't like. Oh, hello, come here. Actually, he might pin me. He looks like he could probably pin me. That's not great. Carno is much better now. I don't hate them as much. But I despised Carno back on Spearow. Least favorite dino to come across? Probably Carno. In a group. A group of Carnos was always, like, the most annoying thing. Because they're so fast, you could not escape them. Yeah, Serato's loud. Serato is very loud. I can understand why people don't like it when Serato is, like, the screaming wonder of the universe out here. Yes, exactly. Serato needs to be able to brawl. And he's not super fast. Most things can just run away from it. As they should. But yeah, I don't like running across Carnos. Man, I'm gonna starve to death. That would be silly. Speaking of Carnos, I am not big enough to want to deal with that thing. Number one dino I'm looking forward to. I don't really have one. Until I know how they play, I don't... Like, I'm not particular about the dinos. I was excited for Dilo, and then I was disappointed because I was expecting it to play a certain way. So at this point, I will just see how they play, and if I enjoy them, I will play them often, and if I don't enjoy them, I won't play them very often. Oh, there's 4. Let's go get that before I die. Rex is definitely a corpse bully. I mean, he can just... Rex can do whatever it wants. It can just walk in and take whatever the heck it wants, so... Cower in fear, I've killed a boar. I think next is gonna be Austro, and then Kentro, and then, Barry. There we go, see, we don't starve to death. Gateway will provide. There's no such thing as starvation here. This is my server. It's just called Meta's Den. I think Trudon was supposed to be the Mimic, but they never were, I think they rolled back deciding to do that. Which makes me sad, because I really wanted to be a little gremlin making baby Stego noises, so that I could draw in things that want to hunt a baby Stego so I could kill them. Oh, thanks again to Gizmo. There's a lot of things about Aloe that are okay, and there's things that I just don't love. Honestly, I was never a fan of the idea of Grapple. When Grapple got added to Raptor, it was like, okay, whatever, it takes a lot of Raptors to actually pin something big. But when they said it was going to be on Aloe, I was not excited. And I'm still not excited. There's a reason that I don't really play a lot of Aloe. It's just not. I don't like pinning. And so if I do play Aloe, it's Bites Aloe. Which is fun, you know, Bites and Claw. Honestly, if they took away Aloe's Grapple and moved the Claw swipe to the right mouse button, I would like Aloe a lot more. I'm not quite full grown. Yeah, my wandering passes through all of the hotspots and most every patrol and migration in the area. I have not seen a Landino yet today. If I see one, though, I will absolutely bully it. So, like, down there in Bush Plains, there's a patrol over that way, there's a patrol right there, and there's a patrol in the middle. So I pass through all 3 of those just by moving through Bush Plains the way I normally move through Bush Plains. Yeah, I only play on my server these days. I used to play exclusively on officials, and then the epidemic of cheating and mixed packing got to be too much. There's actually a patrol right across here, too. And a migration zone as well, actually. I'm not growing a Rex. I don't enjoy playing Rex. So, the live will go for about another hour and 15 minutes or so. Just until lunchtime. I can tell sometimes when I'm being stream sniped, but most of the time, we got a friendly neighborhood admin sitting in the sky up there watching. So if somebody suddenly falls from the sky into my path, they were probably stream sniping. No, it'll be a while before I grow another Rex. It's like Dino for me. It's just monotonous. The growth is very, very monotonous, very, very repetitive. Yeah, exactly. The only enjoyable thing about playing Rex is the views that come on the video afterwards. But playing it, I just don't have fun on Rex. I come through here all the time. This is my... I'm walking my normal migration route in the direction that I usually walk it. I migrate. Yeah, I heard your Stego out there. I'm not gonna fight it though, because I'm only set 57% grown. I haven't seen how Kentro plays yet. Once I see how Kentro plays, then I will make a decision on how I feel about it. I'm just rolling solo at the moment. There's not a lot of things out here. Ideally, as a lone Serato, I would target things like, Tenos, Subdibbles, young Trikes. Sometimes Carnos, it depends on how big I am. I don't like to fight Carnos unless I'm full grown. But I really enjoy fighting Tenos. I've always enjoyed fighting Tenos as pretty well everything. Tenno is like the creme de la creme of herbivores in this game. Yeah, I would like to see multiple. Yeah, I'll fight like young trikes. I'm not gonna fight an adult trike as a solo Serato. I just the damage output is just not high enough. Yeah, you can reach 77% on Rex without ever eating anything but AI. After that, it gets harder to maintain yourself, but like, by then you know that you're prime, so it's just meh. I hear a hipsy. Do I like dinosaurs? I was not one of those kids that was like dinosaur obsessed. The Isle is the reason that I like dinosaurs. I'm probably an outlier that way. I was not drawn to the Isle because of dinosaurs. I was drawn to the Isle because it looked like a fun game to play, and I became an enjoyer of dinosaurs because I played the Isle. There's 73 on right now. Hop on Maya. Man, see, I'm so bad at Maya. I'm so bad at Maya. People have no qualms with telling me how bad at Maya I am when I do play Maya. I'm just so bad at it. I haven't played Bapi in a long time. Bapi is... It's okay, it's just not my favorite. Yeah, well, I'm not even a dino nerd. I know the dinosaurs in the aisle. And some of the dinosaurs people talk about when discussing the aisle. But, like, Acro likes to make fun of me because I don't know what era any dinosaurs actually existed in. He gave me a pop quiz yesterday to ask me when T-Rex existed, and I guessed wrong. I do not know. I'm just here, and I like looking at my pretty lizards and killing stuff with my pretty lizards. If I had to play only one dinosaur for the rest of my time on the game, I would probably have to default to like Serato or something. Raptor gets frustrating sometimes. Tenno gets really boring. Serato he's just really solid. He's a solid playable. Not the Barneys. Yes, this is Barney, look. Look at Barney. Barney the purple dinosaur. Yeah, exactly! Well, so what bothers me, what annoys me, is like when I'm talking to somebody about what I do. Because, you know, people ask me, they all assume that I'm like a mommy vlogger. What? I would rather die. When I tell them that I do YouTube. They're like, oh, do you mommy vlog? I'm like, no, I would never show my kids on the internet. But also, my life is super boring. Like, why would I do that? Nobody wants to see my day-to-day life. But also, when I tell them that, you know, I play video games, and then of course, you know, they gotta ask what game it is. And then I'm like, well, you know, it's a dinosaur game. They're like, oh, my 5-year-old would love your channel. And I'm like, no, my channel is not for 5-year-olds. Thank you. Like, thank you, but please do not send your 5-year-old to my channel, please. That's not what this is. This is not a 5-year-old channel. For small playables, yes. For little things, all you have to do in a lot of, for most of them, is have a perfect diet and touch the sanctuary. Yeah, it's super awkward telling people that we're playing a dinosaur game because they all just assume that it's like, but I don't know, they see, and I'm okay with kids watching and playing, and you know, because like I keep my content family friendly. I'm a family friendly person because I have young kids. My daughter likes to watch my videos. But when people just automatically assume, oh, it's a dinosaur video game, therefore it's for little kids, it's like, no. No, that's not what we're here for. This is a very aggressively chaotic and occasionally pretty bloody video game. This is not what I do is not videos for young kids. I have kids. Yeah, if they want to learn about nature, they will get to watch me murder stuff. Hello. Oh no, I'm in my 30s. I'm old. I need to do another Tenno video. I just, the last one wasn't very long ago. Yeah, this is not child's play. I mean, heck. I've had a few people tell me that they turn on my videos to help their... that my voice is just calming for their babies, which is fun. Like, I'm just here. I mean, like, I've watched more dinosaur-related content since starting to play the Isle 10 years ago. I've watched all of the Jurassic Park movies, and I enjoy all of the Jurassic Park movies. I know people hate, like, the more recent ones, but, like, my only need when it comes to dinosaur games, or for dinosaur media, is, do the dinosaurs look cool? Do they get enough screen time? And is it generally funny or violent? If it is any of those things, then I will watch it and I will enjoy it and I will be content. I don't care about plot holes at all. So I'm just like, here we are. I have seen that Netflix is doing a new documentary. I haven't looked too much into it. Yeah, I'm a prime elder with a bad back, and, yeah. Old enough that I can't stay up as late as I used to, and then still wake up at, 6 in the morning. I didn't get to watch Prehistoric Planet because it was on Apple or something only, and I just don't have the motivation to deal with that. I might like Primitive War. I might need to look into that one. Cause, like, I don't even know what it was called. I can't even think of what it was called. Went and saw some random movie where there's, like, some guy and he's on a spaceship or something and he crashes and there's, like, dinosaur monsters things. And he's with some little kid who doesn't speak his language. Anyway, I enjoyed it just for the sheer fact that there were dinosaurs in it. And that the kid didn't talk. Oh. $65, yep. I think that was it, 65. That sounds right. My husband and I went and watched it in theaters. Because dinosaurs. Not accurate dinosaurs, but dinosaurs. So that's all that mattered to me. Like, there's dinosaurs. I have Frontiers of Pandora. I have played it. I enjoy it. I need to finish the most recent DLC still. I was playing it and then while the Isle was broken. And then I haven't gotten back to it. I know, I'll get there. There's some rot off this way. I loved Dilo in Legacy. I have looked at Echoes of Extinction. I have played the pre-demo thing. Depending on how things shake out, I intend on potentially having a server on there someday. But we shall see how things play out. Legacy Dilo was the best. 65 was so bad it made you want to cry. It was bad, but it was bad in a funny way. I don't know that most people would watch a video if I made one on Frontiers of Pandora, to be honest. It's just not my usual content, and because it's a story-based game already, it's hard for me to just make a video on it. Because I'm not the type of person who just, like, talks while I'm playing unless I'm streaming. Or, like, in a voice chat, and so narrating it while I play is not likely. I feel like this thing is on a cliff somewhere, and I'm just walking to go starve. Where's that deer? Yeah, Dilo's turn radius makes me sad. Dilo's... I like how grungy and hideous Dilo is, honestly. I find him so hilarious. Like, look, he's got a face only a mother could love. Like, look at my ugly, ugly boy. I love him so much. You can try and share a link, but I'm pretty sure that the chat just auto deletes it. Alright, see you later, Connor. I will not do a face reveal. My privacy is important to me, especially because I have kids. Protecting myself and my kids is my first priority. And since people are crazy on the internet, I don't trust people. Ah, there's deer around. I very seldom fear starvation. Which game? I'm missing stuff. Bambi. Well, especially the other thing is just like being a female gamer. It comes with a lot of very creepy people. You get very creepy people when you are a female content creator. And so I just, especially because I have kids, I find it very important just to keep my privacy private as much as possible. For the sheer sake of not putting myself or my children in danger. And not, you know, stressing out my husband more than he already stresses. Dilo will be next. Can I do an impression of Serato? No. You are not going to make me screech like a Serato. Besides, I think, you know, I find, and I watch a lot of YouTube, and I have watched faceless creators come and go as they've been done really well as a faceless creator, and then they go in and they face reveal, and people dare to be disappointed that they don't look the way that they thought that they should. And so I just, you know, I don't need people judging me based on my appearance. I don't need people being like, "Oh, you were not what I was expecting. You're not as pretty as I expected." I'm very average. I'm an exceptionally average human being, okay? I am... If you're picturing, like, a Greek goddess, I am not that. I'm very average. And so there's no, like, I don't want to come out, I don't want to share my face and have people treat me rudely just because they don't like that I don't look the way that they picture me, you know? Yes, poor corpse. Yes, people expect Instagram face. I am not that. I am an average, casual, normal person. Yes. I am secretly a Dilo in real life. That's what I am. Yeah, well, I think that people always will form, they'll naturally, you know, your brain forms an image of, there's something bleeding over there. Do you guys see that? Is that blood or is that a bush? I can't tell. Anyway. People form an image in their head, and that's fine. That's completely normal. Everybody does it. But then they can get really rude if the person doesn't meet their expectations when they do actually see what they look like. Gaming Beaver is the reason I bought the Isle. I watched Gaming Beaver videos for a decent amount of time before I bought the Isle. Yeah, people are weird. Ooh, hello. Do you see what I see? Yes, I'm just secretly a Dilo. That's all you ever need to imagine. It's just, I'm just a Dilo. I look like my profile picture. Exactly. Exactly like my profile picture. Yeah, imagine that. People on the internet being weird. Shocking. Oh, there's two of them. Oh boy. Hey, rude. Ow. Back here, boy. Got him. but it's looking like a walk away, buddy. Good idea. I don't really want to stay on this corpse. Where did he go? Did he just drown himself? I think bro- oh, there he is. He was out of stamina. I kind of expected a lot of the time. I'm never surprised when a friend comes to try and protect themselves or avenge their friend. Yep, vomit for more stomach space plus a little bit extra gastro healing. What was all that for? Just because. I mean, if I was gonna get attacked by two Mayas, that was that size was the size that I would want to fight them. I would definitely rather fight them at that size. I already raised it to 180. That's probably where I will leave it for the time being. Yeah, puking on corpses makes it rot faster, which is great. But also, I just needed a little more stomach space because I was very hurt, and I would like to gastro heal a little bit more. I'll go back for the organs. I just made a whole crap ton of noise over there, and this is a Rex-populated area. So I would much rather leave the body than hang out there just to get jumped by the passing Rex who just heard me screaming for the last 5 straight minutes. No, I said I would destroy the mix packers. I didn't say I would destroy the Seratos. I like Seratos. I've enjoyed playing Serato pretty well always. Serato is just an enjoyable playable. No, there are no body drops on this server. Never have been, never will be. Yep, I'm in my server. I mean, you can. Server's at 72 right now. Literally. No, I would like to hope that the Dino that heard it went for the Maya laying down beautifully in the open on the island. Ping can be a big deal. It just kind of depends. Ping is higher this patch than usual. Usually on my server, even when it's full, I used to get like 32 ping. Right now I get like 100. On EU servers I used to get 100, and now I probably get like 170 or more. I haven't actually played on any EU servers. I'm not quite full grown yet, but I will maybe get Prime. Yeah, I'm not hiding the server, I'm just on mine. If you stream snipe, you'll get dropped from the sky, so don't do it. Let's do a little more. Hawk it out. Yummy. We haven't had any more issues with one-tap trike babies recently. We banned a lot very quickly, and then we haven't had any new ones recently. Not to say that there won't be eventually, but at the very least they have not come over here to be annoying. State of the game right now is a little weird. It's not bad, but it's a little weird. It needs some love. The ping is too high. There's some strangeness with, like, objects. They look a little odd. Not as pretty as they used to. Is that Maya still laying there? Oh boy. See what I mean? See that? See that? Yeah, no. Yeah, and I do not like the pin slop. Pounce bugs have always been awful. Server is West Coast. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, and that's why we didn't hang around that body. There are now 2 Rexes on it. There are 2 big fat boys on that body. Yeah, I can eat the bones. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, I don't blame you. There's been a lot of, especially on the official servers, they've done so many server wipes. So many server wipes. I have not wiped mine since the initial drop of Rex and Aloe. Big fat boys. That one's crossing, I think. Oh no, he's pulling something out of the water. What did you find in there, boy? We'll let them be. It rains a lot. Unfortunately, if I mess with the rain, it turns it off forever. Until the next server restarts. So we don't mess with We don't mess with the weather anymore. We haven't had any issues with safe logging on this server. At least I haven't. I haven't seen any, we haven't gotten any reports of people safe logging and then having their stuff get deleted. There have been fatal errors that cause people to lose their dinos. And unfortunately, because those are so common, there's nothing we can do about that. Just waiting for those guys to leave. No, we cannot adjust anything to do with the Prime system. Can't turn it off. Can't adjust the length. Can't do anything with it. It is the way the devs want it right now, so that's just what it is. Wish these guys would get out of here. Far enough away, I can make this. Now they are crossed off. Yeah, no prime adjustment. There we go. Now I should probably get prime without too much issue. Yeah, we don't use anything to control the weather either. No bots. Honestly, Serato. Serato is a really solid choice. If you're looking for something to just have a good time on that grows pretty quick, that can fight most things, Serato. At the current time, no, I'm not intending on making a second server for EU. It's just expensive. It's expensive, and it's already a lot just trying to manage one server. So it's a lot. And we get a lot of... We have a lot of really nice people in the community, but then we get a lot of very, very rude and entitled people that show up in the community too. Luckily, most of those ones leave very quickly when they realize that I'm not going to put up with their crap, but they still show up occasionally. Sarah can absolutely 1v1 an Allo. As long as you are a prime Serato, you can take on an Allo just fine. Use rocks and water to your advantage so that it can't just jump on and then never get knocked off. But Serato is really solid. My server with 180 slots is $76 per month. I only stream on YouTube. I don't use Twitch or anything. Honestly, it hasn't been too bad. We occasionally get overpacking Rexes and Allos. Honestly, we get overpacking everything occasionally. But usually they split up pretty quick. Oh, thanks, Anon Andy. Teach your wife. How to fight. I was gonna say I don't know how to teach her how to goth, but I do not make any money off of the server. I pay for it exclusively through my YouTube monetization. So, yep. There's a Dino. Oh, guys, I see a Dino. My favorite toy. I hope he's not crashed. If he's crashed, I'll leave him alone, but... And he vanished! Just like that. Man. I've done Serato versus Aloe. Oh, there he is. I see the Tenno. How big is the Tenno? If he's too little, I'll also leave him alone. There's no sense in attacking a small Tenno as a full-grown, almost, Serato. He looks like a sub. Yeah, I've fought... I have fought Aloe on Serato a couple times. My favorite playable in Avrima... I don't know. Probably... For carnivores, most likely, Serato. For herbivores, Tenno. It's a very difficult fight as a solo Serato versus Aloe. Depending on the Aloe, it's really, really tough. Where'd he go? I think he crossed and ran away. Wouldn't be surprised if he did. Yeah, essentially you have to win before you get pit slopped to death. Oh, there he is. See him. Or not. I mean, Serato in general has just been fairly scarce. I do not want to be out here in this fog. I'm gonna move somewhere out of the way until the fog passes. I don't like being in the open in the fog. Too likely to run into a Rex and just get pinned. Yep, this is the Isle. If I was fighting myself as Tenno, I would probably get my butt kicked. Maybe. No. I don't know. My Tenno's not very great against Seratos, to be honest. I haven't practiced against Seratos in a while. I prefer to just run away from them because they're annoying. I am using DLSS. I just have it unbalanced. But I also do kind of have a bit of a NASA PC. I would like to go get Bile. Let's go get Bile while it's foggy. I have a 5070 Ti. My specs. Oh, this looks like a cliff. Not a very big one. What about that? Looks like a cliff. This is not. This is fine. Yeah, Serato is loud and proud. I don't mind how loud he is sometimes. If I'm in a voice chat, it makes communication difficult because it's obnoxious. But... And it does make me more hesitant to use Charge Bite with Rex out. Yeah, I always manual alt attack. I would never... Automatic alt attack would kill me. I hate it so much. In this economy. Okay, so my 5070 Ti, I got incredibly lucky. Somebody had bought one when they initially came out at MSRP. And they'd forgotten that they ordered it. And so when they got the notification that it shipped, they're like, I don't actually need this anymore. And so they put out an ad in my area, and they're like, hey, you know, I want to give this to somebody who's not just going to resell it. Like, I want to sell it to somebody, same price that I paid for it, just to somebody who's actually going to use it. Not just sell it for more, make a profit off of it. So my husband reached out and was like, hey, you know, my wife has a YouTube channel. Here's her YouTube channel. We're looking to upgrade her PC. We would love it. And so he ended up giving it to us. Or selling it to us, I guess I should say. He didn't... It was not free. But it was a lot cheaper than it would be if I had bought it later. My husband plays occasionally. It's not his favorite game. He's not as big of a gamer. He'll play when he's in the mood to play. But generally it's like on for a week, off for a few months. I probably would not do that. There's just... I don't want to mess with things on the server where it, like... Where it confuses people. You know? If I were to do an event, it would not be on this server. I would set up a side server for the afternoon. Just so that it's like, okay, nobody's gonna lose their growths, nobody's gonna have to be regrown, nobody's gonna have to do anything crazy. They can just jump in, do the event, and then come back. Oh my goodness, this area is not optimized. Wowza. No, I don't intend on doing any form of population control. I don't like it because, you know, especially as a content creator, if I log into a server and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play this thing and record a video, and then I die, and then I go to select it again so that I can, you know, record the video, and it's now locked, that's super duper annoying to me. I don't want to try and record a video and have to unlock things for myself that other people also aren't getting unlocked at the same time, you know? It's just not fair. So I don't do it, and I don't intend on doing it. People can just play what they want to play. Best way to improve in this game is to keep trying. With every death, you learn something new. If you learn from your deaths, you will get better at the game very quickly. Yeah, the max amount of players I would ever have on here is 200. Yes, embrace death. Death is a learning experience. As soon as you stop worrying about dying, I mean, obviously worry about dying, but like, as soon as you stop getting upset at dying, the game gets so much better. Grow a carnivore without scavenging. Ooh. I just hit full grown. Let me not be in the middle of this very popular sanctuary. Yeah, play on the PvP servers. There's practice servers like Oasis. It is EU based, but they give you free admin on there so that you can just go in and fight people without worrying about losing anything. Let's do multi-chambered. And I don't need that. Am I planning on falling off of things? No. Do I already have? I believe I do. Yes, I do. I don't need that. I could get reabsorption, but like, eh. See, you get to this point and like I have like everything already that I actually usually use. I guess we'll just make my water drain more slowly. Because like, once I entomb on this one, I will have a full set of mutations. Best mutations for trike? I don't honestly know. I don't play trike enough to really speak to that. I would guess something like osteo, bleed resistance, traumatic, and tactile. Yes, the Discord is just discord.gg/metasden. You tend to do nesting at the end. I'm not much of a nester. I'm so bored. I get bored. I have to move. I'm constantly on the move. So yeah, I think too many people do play the game with the idea that the game doesn't start until you're full grown. Which is really frustrating, because then like you'll go on a full server and it will feel so empty because everybody is just bush camping. It's like, okay, when are you going to, you know, get off your bum and go learn how to fight? Because if you're not practicing while you're growing, what are you doing? You're going to hit full grown and the first thing you run into is going to kill you because you don't know what you're doing. It's much better to grow some and then die because you decided you needed to practice a fight than to get to full grown, have spent 12 hours growing a Rex or whatever, and then the very first fight you get into, you just die because you don't even know your attacks. I see it happen so often, and it's crazy to me. I married my husband before I started even playing the Isle. I was, he bought me my first PC. So, yeah. I'd had laptops and had been a computer gamer for a while, but he bought me my first PC so that I could play the Isle. Oh look. A dead land demon. feels you little mine. Come here. Get. Yep, I was a laptop gamer. Now I'm gonna eat all your organs now. What you gonna do about it, punk? Huh? No more organs for you, boy. Now what? Huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Stinky. Little Herreras. Ooh. I didn't realize this was rotten. I just snatched the first snack out of it. Yeah, Herrera's like this area. I should eat it all. Just because I can, I should eat that entire Dino. But there is a Dino in the water down there, and I would like to allow him to have some food. You get organs by just spamming the E button and then grabbing them with G. Rexes are my biggest jump scare usually. Is that a Carno? I should grow some more. I do. I want that other Dino to come up on land. I saw him and I wanted him to come and try and land Dino, that corpse. He did not. Yeah, I think that was a Carno. Oh, things are dandy. We're just chilling. Fought a couple little Mayas. Man, see, Tyler snuck up behind me when I was on Packy as a baby aloe and screamed right behind me. I whipped around so fast and bonked him right in the face and killed him instantly. I just thought I didn't even realize it was Tyler. Yeah, I've just been playing Serato because I've been on Stego for too long and I'm bored. Needed something a little bit more action-packed to do. Fish AI seem to be very buggy. It is 11:45 for me right now. Yeah, that Carno. I don't really have a main. Honestly, I switch between most everything. I always come back to Serato, Raptor, and Tenno, though. Yeah, Serato it's just solid. It's a solid playable. It's fun. It's agile. It's strong. Like, I get why people don't like it, but look at this. Look at this monster. You can't just not like this monster. Yeah, fish AI has always... It's been so buggy for a while. Dilo will be next. I'm planning on starting to record Dilo very soon. I've got to go yeet my Stego or something, I don't know. Sarah's biggest drawback is just that it is slow. He's not super fast, and so if you're going for something that is faster, like, say, Raptors, Carnos, Dilos, when they get low enough, they just run away. I only go live on YouTube. See, I couldn't even get a Rex to come at me. I was so bored. I spent so many hours on Stego and I didn't see a single Rex. Yeah, Dilo, I mean, the devs even said in the most recent patch notes that Dilo clones are not dealing damage. And so they're working on the patch for that, but... Aloe will probably come back up again soon-ish. I haven't played it since Horde Test, pretty much. So it's probably about time. But we'll see. Whether or not my friends join, who knows? It really just kind of depends. Comes down to time. And if they're around when I'm playing, if I'm around when they're playing, you know. But I do intend on having friends join me when I play Dilo, because solo Dilo is literal pain, and I would rather not do that. Well, I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Mud. No clue on Quet's Horde Test. We've still got quite a few playables on the list ahead of them. See, I don't like the fact that Dilo relies on AI. Because the AI has never been consistent in the Isle. So, yeah, it's as purple as I could make it. I like my purple dinosaurs. Most of the time I aim for as purple as I can manage. Next in line is Austro, Kentro, and Barry. How big am I now? 77. Man, I'm gonna hit peak prime. Right as I've got to log. Hey now. Y'all smell that? Somebody starved to death in the middle of that river. Yep, my Barney skins. I do. I have a dog, 8 chickens, and a corn snake. My corn snake does not have a name. My chickens are whatever random name of the week I give them. And my dog is Zyka. No. We do not need more pins in this game. You have a dog named Finn. Dogs are great. I've caught a few rat snakes. We have them around here. Yes, you can outrun a Rex as a Serato, as long as you, are far enough ahead. Like, my Serato runs 40 right now, which is just barely faster by 0.3 than a Rex, Prime Rex doing its murder sprint. I do like cats. I don't have one at the moment because my dog would probably kill it. So I don't, we had a cat, but unfortunately she was a rescue and it turned out that she was extremely sick. But we didn't know that till we brought her home. And then she died within a week of bringing her home. It was tragic. I will probably play Austro first, if they put all three out at the same time. If they do one at a time, then I will do whichever one comes out first. The people I got her from insisted that the people that lived in their house before them had left her there. I don't believe that. I think that they lied to me about a lot of things, not the least of which being that she was pregnant. And so I got to their house to pick her up. There were cats everywhere. It was basically a hoarder house. And, as they picked her up to put her in the kennel, she was very, very heavily pregnant. And they're like, oh, I think she might be pregnant. And I was like, oh, you think? But I wasn't gonna leave her there, so I took her anyway. Yeah, we need, the water in general needs to be fleshed out, to be honest. I would like for the water to be more fleshed out if they're going to be adding more water creatures. 'Cause, yeah. It's sad. This is just my server, Meta's Den. Yes, yes I am. Yeah, I don't go live very often. It's an on occasion thing. Actually, why am I going this way? Why don't I go over to north? Nah. I'm not gonna play on Dino Den. I have my issues with Dino Den, but I'm not gonna get into them here. I made my own server for a reason. I want officials just minus cheaters and mixed packers. That's how I prefer to play the game. I would love to make an EU metas den. I don't have the time and the resources to devote to having 2 servers. I'm paying for this one out of my own pocket. And so it's what I can afford at the moment. Nope, it is NA West based. Food drops, never. Yeah, I've had a lot of people ask about an EU version of my server. I just can't afford it right now. It's about, for 180 slots, it's about $75, $76. Which, you know, isn't huge, but it's enough that it's tough to want to put that much money into it, especially when they're not, like, constantly full. Honestly, Horde Test was the most pain that I've experienced in a long time with this game. I nearly dropped the game until Horde Test was over just because it was so painful. Yeah, well, so it's as far as I understand, it's on a dedicated PC or a dedicated server, so there's only one aisle server on the server. So it's more expensive. Simply for that. That's $75 a month. So I pay once a month on the 22nd or something. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I keep considering turning off AI. Just for the pure fact that it would encourage people to come out in the world a little more, because they have to go and hunt other players. But I worry that if I were to turn off AI long term, it would drop the population. Yeah, player count's only 93 right now. Initially we were home server, but unfortunately we got DDoSed within the first week of testing the server. And we just... When running a home server, it's just about impossible to, get efficient and effective DDoS protection on your own. And so we swapped to a server host so that we could have that DDoS protection, just because we got... Literally, it was within a week we got attacked. And it just wasn't worth it for our peace of mind. Yeah, I think if I were to turn off AI, it would be a... I would do it in a way that it's only off for like a couple of days, just to see how the population changes. See how people move. Yeah, population control requires a pretty significant bot presence to be able to make it work. I have not. We started... So, we've had a lot of admin applications, but for the safety of the server, obviously we are very, very strict with our requirements. And so we've reached out to a couple of people. We had one in training. Unfortunately, real life always comes first. And they just started a new job in real life that actually pays them money. And so we, they just said, oh my gosh, those birds just scared the crap out of me. And so they just didn't have the time to continue to devote to the training and then eventually helping long-term on the server. So they voluntarily stepped down for the current time. Yeah, I'm a Prime Elder. 79% Prime Elder. I have been playing the Isle since 2015. Truthfully, at this point, the server is healing. I know people worry about population control stuff. And for the first, like, month and a half, yeah, it was made in 2015. I started watching Gaming Beaver, and then, like, oh, I don't know, not very long after, after progression ended, is when I got the Isle. But anyway, the server is, the population on the server is starting to even back out again. We're starting to see more of the older playables as people get bored with regs. Oh, I'm glad by my videos I make. Thank you. I'm glad that you're, that you bought the game. It's fun. The game is fun. And I'm glad that you're enjoying the server too. We enjoy it. I'm glad that people like the server. That's all. I made it with the intent of having it be a place for the community. I'm not looking to make money on running the server. I don't mind running it at a loss. I just want the community to have a place that they can play that is the way the game's intended to be played. So I'm glad that people enjoy it. I really am. It makes me happy. Most irritating bug in the game for me is the pounce bugs. If I want to play in a raptor pack, watching my pack get wiped out because they keep bouncing off of the thing they're supposed to be latching onto, bouncing off of it myself as a Trudon is so annoying. Yeah, Dino is in a terrible state right now, honestly, with how bugged the fish are. And the general lack of food for them, it's really tough for Dinos right now. Definitely stuff has been here. Yeah, I personally just find the 300, 400 population is it's just too much for the map. And I know that there's a lot of people who really like that really high population. But I personally I don't want every turn to be, you know, another fight. There are still 2 versions of the Isle. You can just go to betas and switch to agreement. Honestly, I've played this game for so long that dying does not... Unless I die in a way that is really, really unfortunate, or like the players are super toxic about it, I don't really get upset about dying. Even if I'm entombed multiple times, it's just like, okay, well, anyway, so let's respawn and just get back to it. It's been a long time since I've gotten upset about the Isle, about death in the Isle. I think the worst one I ever had was on my Rex, when I got leg fractured by a group of other Rexes that were mixed packing, and they just toyed with me for like, I don't know. I don't even know how long it was. It felt a lot longer than it actually was, I'm sure. Probably like 5 minutes tops. But they just kind of shoved me around and sparred with each other and shoved me around until I died. It was very... It just felt really toxic. And that's the only time recently that I truly was like, okay, I'm gonna log out and go play something else. I think Legacy is going the way of the Dinosaur very, very, very soon. They mentioned in the most recent dev blog that they are preparing to overhaul the Steam page, which means that Legacy is not going to be the forefront of the game anymore. I think that now that Elders and Rex and Trike are out, they are very, very likely to move Evrima to the main branch of the game and slide Legacy out of the way. Yeah, I record my videos on my own server. See, I was in a voice chat at the time with my buddy Bjorn, and it was just, like, ugh, I was just so upset. Like, this is, it made me feel sick, just because of the way that they were behaving. Yeah, I logged out and went and played Path of Titans for like, I don't know, 45 minutes before logging back in. Oh, thanks, Copycat. Memberships for everyone. And you get a membership. And you get a membership. I can buy an EU server now. Ugh. I should go eat that food back there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep walking forward and find more. Perhaps someday. Ideally when I have a little more time and we've hired a few more admins on, or gotten a few more volunteers. I say hired, but it's all volunteer work. It's not. I don't have the money to pay people. I don't have the money to even pay me. I pay for the server, that's it. I'm not doing a Serato Chargebite impression. Depending on how Echoes of Extinction feels, I will probably make videos on it. Yeah, you can be paid in Dorito chips. You might have to go buy the Dorito chips yourself, but like, if you want to be paid in Dorito chips per hour, you can absolutely eat 3 Doritos per hour. Well, thank you, Lord Soar. Storyteller. I've been a storyteller since I was young. I've always liked writing. And so I find being able to use that to share my experience on the Isle has been really rewarding. I've thought about doing a Patreon. Honestly, I feel bad asking people for money when I can technically pay for it. I don't want people to feel like if they're not supporting the server, that the server will go away. I want people to feel confident and comfortable in joining the server and knowing that it's not going anywhere because I can afford to pay for it, you know? Yeah, English was my best subject. I was an English major. I graduated college in critical theory and writing or whatever. No, if I did honestly, so technically I have a spot on my merch website that people can donate to the server. I don't advertise it. I don't put it up anywhere. I don't. It's just there. If somebody happens to want to go and donate to the server, then they can. Otherwise, like, I don't ask for. I don't want anybody to have to feel obligated. I don't like that bush. You know why I don't like that bush? Last time I walked by that bush, there was a Rex in that bush. I'm not on Twitch. I don't play on controller either. I'm a mouse and keyboard kind of person. At the moment, I really only play on my own server. I've thought about playing in a couple other servers. I just haven't, I like my vanilla experience. I don't need a lot. I'm a basic gal. Yeah, and see, that's the other thing. Like, if I were to make a Patreon, they you know, you're supposed to offer like things, perks for donating. And I don't have any that I would want to add to the server because that's crazy. Oh my goodness, another 50 memberships. Thank you, Fisher. I just forgot all my controls. What is my merch site? It's Fourth Wall. Give me a second. Let me put myself in a bush somewhere, and I can put a link in the chat if anybody wants to go look at my merch and buy a funny mug of a silly dryo. Here we go. Nobody'll notice me, surely. Let me grab it real quick. If I can find it. Did I put it on my main channel? I did. Whoa. That is not what I wanted. There we go. That is my fourth wall. Whoa. That was gifted subs. Right now I'm a Serato. If there was one dino that I would do an impression of, what would it be? I have no idea. Link to the Discord, it's just discord.gg/metasden. It's also on my main account. Oh my goodness, out of the 50 you guys. Everybody's gonna have a membership by the end of this. It's crazy. I don't know what to do with you people. Oh, thank you. You guys are way too kind. I was gonna cross there. I don't want to cross there. I get the feeling that there's a Dino in there. Dinos are a myth, but like they're not a myth that hard. Just buy an EU server. They do. There's... See, and there's been a few servers who have similar... that have popped up that are similar to mine. I'm just surprised that an EU one hasn't shown up that has a similar rule set and is just, you know, vanilla but EU. It is... anybody who is subscribed can get a membership as long as they've marked that they're okay with being gifted memberships. I don't know how all exactly that works, but 37,000 members. I think at that point I would have absolutely no choice but to open an EU server. I would feel silly not having one, because that would be an excessive amount of money. I got grabbed by a Dino over here the other day. on purpose. I kind of stuffed my... I jumped in this river, knowing that there was probably a Dino in here. But I was so bored on my Stego that I just did not even care. Reinstall the game, come and play it on my server. It's better. How many subs would it be to be a land Dino for a week? I mean, I've already done a land Dino video. I think it would be a lot harder now with Rex and Trike out. I did it just in time. Because I think at this point, that would just be death. No, I'm keyboard mouse. Hey, thanks, turd. Your name. I see your name, like, all the time, and it cracks me up every single time. Turd Ferguson. It's like... every time. Every single time. My Serato is on its second entomb. One more and it will be a full mutation Serato. If you get the game, it can be very, very difficult starting out. I highly recommend playing on a server that is chill and learning how to play that way, joining other players, hopping in voice chats with people playing the same dinosaur, just because it makes it a little easier as you're starting out on this game if you've got that extra help. There's, I don't know how many mutations there are. Quite a few. Yeah, it's very, very overwhelming as a new player. I've been playing for a decade, so I'm very familiar with the game, and everything, like, as new mechanics have come out, I've already been playing, so I can pick up on them really easy. But nothing is very intuitive out the gate. Oh, that's cute. I'm glad that they enjoy my videos. Yeah, I definitely recommend, if you are new to the game, play on the unofficial servers. If you go straight to the officials, you're going to run into the giant mix pack clans. You're going to run into the one-tap hackers that wipe out all of your progress in one attack. Like, it's just so unfortunate. Copycat! You... What are you doing? Oh my goodness, dude. I don't even know. I don't even have words. Thank you. Yes, it appears to be a gift war with themselves. That's crazy. My goodness. Yeah, that, like, I get a lot of people asking me if the game is worth it. I have 4,500 hours in this game. I would be lying to the world. Oh my goodness. You too! Fisher! I would be lying if I said that the game is not worth the $20 I paid for it a decade ago. I don't know what to do with you two. This is like... Thank you. That's really all I can say is thank you. You guys are way too kind. Yeah, this is one of those games where either you love it or you hate it. There's not really a gray area. And so I have a difficult time recommending it to people because I don't know what they enjoy. But I would be lying if I said that I did not get more than my money's worth out of this game. Yeah, honestly, if I get, like, even if I only got, you know, 10 hours of gameplay in this game that I enjoyed, that would be worth my 20 bucks. Oh, somebody's nesting. Interesting. I don't like this. It's a stick nest, because that could be anything from a baby to a friggin' Rex. I think we're just gonna get out of here. Yeah, this is... See, I am the level of obsessed with this game that when I don't play, it's like, ugh, what have I done with my life? I'll play other games and just immediately want to go back to the aisle. If you're subscribed and you allow YouTube to give you gifted subs, then you can get a gifted sub, whether you're watching or not. Wow. Fisher, what? You guys, oh my goodness. Thank you. I don't know what to do with you guys. You are way too kind. It is apparently a gifted sub battle. But you know what? I am not going to complain. I can be nothing but grateful. You guys are so kind. Oh, look, Stego. Are we chill, Stego? Yeah? Alright. I'm gonna take this over here. What is that? Another Serato? What do we... Oh no, those are aloes. Oh yeah? I don't want to fight two aloes, but... It's mine. Did you just gift more Coffee Cat? You You guys! Oh my goodness. That Rex corpse just got flung. I kind of want to go fight these guys, but like, let me get back up. There's two of them on the bridge. I'm not quite peak prime yet. Unless the Stegos chase him off. Let's go see if we can fight him. Hi Stegos, can I get through here? I'd like to pass by here. Can we, yes, okay, thank you. Fudgy! Yes, I will de-shrimp. Sorry, I was shrimping. You're right, I was shrimping. Alright, let's see if we can find those aloes, where the heck they went. Betcha they booked it. Thank you, Sting Wolf. You guys are wild. Huh. Yeah, I think the aloes took off. Gotta be around here somewhere, but where is the question? Thank you, positive vibes. You guys are so very kind. I wonder what is nesting. Yeah, it's hard to tell the bacteria on Serato. Oh shoot. 1 second, guys. My kid's school is calling. Oh man, so one of my kids is sick, which means I'm gonna have to bounce, quite unfortunately. I gotta go pick them up from the school. So I'm gonna go find a quick place to log out. They have those kids. Quite unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. This works right here. Fish! You guys are so kind. Thank you. Honestly, you guys have been so very, very kind today. Thank you so much. I wish that I could stay longer. I was having a good time. And hopefully you guys had a good time. Hopefully we'll be able to stream again soon, because it was a lot of fun. You guys have been so very, very kind. So I hope you guys have fun and have a good day. The server is getting some good population today too, so awesome. But copycat. You guys, oh my goodness. Honestly, you guys are gonna make me cry. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we will see you guys next time.